Hey! We made it in the end. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Video Juice. My name is Craig. We are here with episode 15 of Supernatural. So, last time on Supernatural, we had the boys and Jack and Cass, everyone together, basically. We had them fight a Gorgon, a demigod that was basically like Medusa, except instead of having all the heads and turning people to stone, he could kiss people and paralyze them and then eat them and eat their eyes to see a bit of the future. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed the Gorgon lore and the guy playing him. He got killed at the end, so we're not going to see him again, unfortunately, but I thought it was decent. And then in the second half, we had Michael die like a little bitch. We had Jack take in his grace and become fully powered again. We don't know what's happened to Solo. We don't know if he burned off some of his soul or not. Obviously, Michael left Dean before all of this happened. Went into Rowena. I said all of this backwards, but sure, look, we're here. And then Michael as Rowena laid waste to all of the hunters in the bunker, including Maggie. Rip. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, Maggie was the only one that I feel like could have become a character. You know, none of the rest of them. I don't even think any of the rest of them were named. They were just cannon fodder, basically. I had hoped that we would get more of Sam leading them and creating like a system, like he kind of already did in the previous episodes with the whole checking in thing and all that. I liked seeing that. It's this kind of hunter operation, you know, kind of what Bobby was doing, but a bit more organized, and not even organized, but a bit more in-house, I should say. But what Bobby was doing years and years ago, he was like the operator for all the hunters. But no, they just got killed. And like it ups the stakes a little bit, and it shows Michael being ruthless. But again, Maggie was the only one that was named. She was the only one that could have become a character, I feel like. You know, I didn't really feel a whole lot of emotion with them dying. It was shocking to see them all dead, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Going into this now, I said most of my stuff last episode. I do feel like we could get... I feel like Jack burned up the last of his soul doing what he did. So I feel like we might have a soulless Jack for the rest of the season, or for some of the rest of the season. And I feel like he could fill the temporary big bad role, or big bad role. I don't know if he'll go full big bad, but he'll have that. He won't have a moral compass. He won't have a conscience. You know, he won't have... I feel like the Winchester... The stuff he's been taught about hunting and stuff will take a back seat, you know, without his soul. And I feel like that will happen up until Lucifer comes into it. I feel like Lucifer is going to be the endgame big bad. You know, that's just a guess, just because of the fact that they teased him earlier on the season. It still could be the Empty. It could be the Empty. What if all of this happening is what makes Cass happy? You know, and then Cass becomes happy and the Empty comes to collect, and then we might have the Empty as the big bad. But I don't know. Like, how would they stop the Empty? You know, I feel like the Empty would just come and take Cass. But I know I'm rambling anyway. That's my semi-theories on the rest of the season. And I only did this because Michael dying on episode 14 is true, complete spanner of the works from what I had planned in my head for the rest of the season, you know. But yeah, let's check out the new episode. Oh, is this in the past?
Funny.
Oh. Oh, he's being hit by an angel anyway, or tracked.
Hey, that's my phone. Hey.
It's not in the past anyway, because they have fucking smartphones. Oh! Oh man, the top of his head just popped. Dude must have been listening to some Master Exploder. Oh, oh, the hair attached to it. Oh, nice. Nice, cherry on top. I forgot he kept the snake. What was it called? Felix? Was it Felix?
I'm good, Castiel.
It was. I think it was Felix anyway. I wrote Felix down. Oh, he's able to control them a lot more as well.
Different now. Not like before, if that makes any sense. And your soul?
Oh.
You want to know how much of my soul I had to burn off to kill Michael?
Yes.
I don't know.
Let Cass check. Let him check. He seems slightly off. I'm gonna say he seems slightly off. He should be happier, right?
That's not the... Never mind.
That's a nice looking sandwich.
Just talk to him. Get him to open up. And then... sleep until the cows come home. That's the saying.
Oh, I like this. I like this this pairing. Sam and Cass, Jack and Dean. Couldn't Cass just check and see how much of his soul is left? Just pume him?
Charming Acres.
About 5 miles up the road? But it's weird.
Weird how?
Oh, it is all old schooly. I knew it was fucking old school looking. Is this some sort of time fuckery going on here?
Ask at Harrington's. And try a milkshake. They're the best. Say, what's that you got there?
My cell phone?
Huh. Cell phone.
Honey, my cakes are getting cold.
It's definitely some sort of
Cell phone.
time fuckery anyway. I feel like they shouldn't try a milkshake. Is there something in the milkshake?
First one's free. Everyone loves milkshakes.
Thanks.
Could it be something in the milkshakes? Doing something to people?
Wow.
Or maybe they're just good milkshakes.
Delicious.
See?
Sonny, can you
Oh, we could get it. Because Sam tried some and
You know,
Cass
I would
didn't.
lose my mind if it wasn't for that girl.
Oh no, his head exploded.
Oh. Cass's face is just the best.
Sorry. Like a ripe melon on the sun.
Okay, you know what? We,
Do snakes like bacon?
Oh,
One way to find out.
bacon. Anyway, you and the snake want to go for a little drive?
Oh.
I'm gonna make some bacon now.
You got bacon on the mind.
Would you like some bacon? This is...
Ooh. Are they letters from the woman in the diner? Maybe?
Sonny, the milkshake waitress?
Yeah, and they're surprisingly passionate.
Passionate how?
Yeah, he took a cup of tea.
And you're right, I probably need some rest.
You want to stay here?
Why not?
Oh, I knew it.
Miss Stelling's making pot roast.
I knew it. He's fallen into it. He's becoming one of them.
Cell phone.
God damn it.
Daughter?
My daughter. Rose.
Oh, he's breaking free from it.
This isn't my house.
Oh, it's when you break free to come out, something comes after you. Oh, kabloom. Oh, man. The red mist.
Honey?
Is she under it as well, or is she in on it? This is... I don't understand why, though. Oh, he went for the dark one. Oh. No. He went for the angel, the light.
He's going for a walk. And a milkshake.
There it is. Cass catching on. Come on. Oh, oh. Could Sam have been integrated into somewhere?
Martini.
She doesn't seem that distraught
I don't mean to bother you.
by her husband's head exploding.
I'm looking for my partner. The tall man. Hair?
Is he going to be integrated there?
Beautiful hair.
What?
Mrs. Smith.
No!
Jesus.
That's my husband's chair.
Fucking hell.
No, he's not.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, hi there. Justin.
Oh my god.
And you are?
Partner.
Partner.
The mayor and the girl, the woman, the milkshake one. Did she want to get out with the guy or something? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Dean!
Oh!
Jack! Great
Donatello!
Honey, good to see you up and around.
I am just the picture of health, except for my prostate.
Oh,
Like a papaya.
yeah, surely
Wow.
he would know something to
Field
check.
trip is to see Donatello.
Donatello's doing okay for a guy with no soul.
I know I don't feel nothing, but I don't feel the same either. And maybe I just don't know what nothing feels like.
WWWD. What would the Winchesters do?
I can do that.
Hell yeah, you can.
Jack's probably the most powerful being in the universe. I mean, really. Who knows what's going on inside his head?
Oh man, I don't like that line. Neither does Dean.
Golly, I told you my name is Justin.
Come on, Cass. It's time to kick some ass.
You killed Conrad!
No!
Oh. Yes. Oh, Sam. Oh.
And I know
He'll
what
get
it's
through
like
to him.
to lose your army. I know what it's like
Oh.
to fail as a leader, Sam. But you can't lose yourself. You have to keep fighting.
I'm God.
No, you're not. Believe me. We met God.
God has a beard.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
I said stop!
She turned him into a vegetable.
She made him happy.
Heard you wore a cardigan.
Yeah, I told him about the cardigan.
Yes.
And the wife. He said you were, really happy.
I'll help you see your friend again.
Oh, what?
In heaven.
Oh. Okay. Fucking hell. I thought he was going to try and bring the Gorgon back. He just fucking killed that snake. Balls. Okay, R.I.P. Felix. I really enjoyed this episode. I get it out of the way fast. The only thing I disliked was we didn't find out what the people were. Were they just psychics with this specific boost in this power and controlling people, or were they a monster? You know, they just kind of left it. You know, they could just be a psychic, but we don't know. Especially with the power. The power is powerful. It's a really powerful power or ability, whatever you want to call it. That's just me. Other than that, I love the episode. I did really think it was the milkshakes. Man, I loved a lot of this episode. First off, seeing the setting was very cool for the Cass and Sam side of things. Probably 60s ish. that setting was really cool. I didn't have any idea where they were going with it for so long. I didn't know how they got there, whether it was like at first I thought there was a sliver of me thinking that it could have been some sort of displaced or a place out of time. You know, maybe this specific area is that when you go through a certain border, there's a portal to the past or something. I don't know, something like that. I just finished reading 11/22/63, so I have that on my mind. But it's I loved it. I love the setting, the aesthetic. The actors in it were really good as well. I can't remember her name. When Sam was controlled, his wife, she was phenomenal. That scream when he almost sat in the chair, when Cass almost sat in the chair was great. Yeah, couldn't Cass have just checked Jack's soul? I said it at the start of the episode. I feel like he could have just checked his soul. Job done. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that the talk with Donatello was important and needed for Jack, but them going to him to give a verdict on whether he has a soul or not is a bit irrelevant when Cass could just check, you know? That is... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cass could just check. Well, no, I don't feel like it. I know Cass can just check. We've seen it already in the past. I really thought it might have been some sort of angel doing it. Because I thought it was like not an angel radio, or when it sounded like the noise sounded like when anytime the angels were trying to communicate with our characters, like when Cass tried to communicate with Dean at the start of season 4, and it was just loud pitched noises and explosions and shit. It sounded like that. Donatello seemed like he was doing really well. I liked that. I know he was putting on a smiley face to hide it, but he is dealing without a soul. I like it. I liked all the stuff with him and Jack. I think Jack needed it. I'm still on the fence about what's going on with Jack, whether he has a soul or not, but I feel like... I don't know. I feel like he still could go dark side, and I feel like that is the route they're going, but I'm still holding out a little bit of hope, you know? Like the thing at the end with the snake, it wasn't a necessarily evil thing to do, and not having a soul doesn't necessarily make it evil either. It just gives you... as they explained in the episode, it takes away your empathy and all that, and you basically have no moral compass. And I feel like what Jack did at the end wasn't... He just wanted the snake to be with his owner, and the snake wasn't eating, you know? It wasn't a bad thing to do. So, I don't know. I don't know. They could go either way with it, you know? Like where Jack's... I did feel like Jack was slightly off throughout the whole episode. You know, he was very... He was very down the whole episode, you know? And I feel like his smiles might have been forced. But I don't know, you see. Jack has always acted a little bit like this as well. And he says that something is different. Could it be the grace? Could it be the Michael grace? Could, like, the power, the spell that they used to lock his soul in him, is that still active? You know, because they cast that to keep his soul in him because his body couldn't... And his body was still breaking down anyway. Obviously, having the grace back and having him be full powered again keeps his body together. But he should still need the soul spell there to keep his soul in, right? I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff surrounding that. I love Dean being scared of Felix. That was good. We know he's terrified of snakes. I was only thinking as well... Oh, just to go back to Donatello real quickly, I talked about it 2 episodes ago when I was talking about Donatello with the soulness stuff and how he kept himself in check. And I was thinking, like, he said he had like a thing where he would ask himself, what would this person do? And I thought it was Jesus. I was like, what would Jesus do? And I was like, no, that's not it. It was Mr. Rogers. He said it again this episode. I knew it was someone like that. Jesus is kind of like Mr. Rogers, right? Yeah, but I was thinking that if... It doesn't matter now, actually. I was thinking Dean probably would have drank a milkshake as well, but I forgot the milkshake didn't mean fuck all. It was that mayor dickhead. No empty this episode. I was theorized that maybe he could come back if they did a Cass being happy thing, but I don't really see that happening now. There has to be, like, that has to come back. That deal has to come back. So I'm interested to see what's going to make Cass happy, because they wouldn't make that deal if it wasn't going to come back up, I feel like. So I'm interested to see what is going to trigger that. So then, oh no, yeah, interesting that Jack, is it official? Or maybe it was just Donatello saying it, but Jack is potentially the most powerful being in the universe at the moment. Would the empty count as that? Is the empty within this universe, or is the empty being on a different plane take it out of the universe, you know? Because the universe is the physical plane. Does that make sense? I don't know. But it makes sense. Like, Jack's potential since he was born, since he was conceived, was always that he was going to be this thing that was going to be more powerful than Michael or Lucifer. Because Lucifer and Michael were very close in power anyway. And being a Nephilim, he was going to be able to surpass his father, which would have been Lucifer. So obviously he was going to surpass that. I'm glad that he has a hold on his powers. He's a lot more in control of them now as well. It's going to be interesting going forward. I hope we get a little bit more variation on his powers, you know. Yeah. And I just wanted to say, I absolutely love Sam and Cass teaming up. We need to get more of this duo. We need to get more. We got lots of Dean and Cass in the past, but we never got a whole lot of Sam and Cass. And I think it's a great pairing, and I want more of it right now. It was great. It made perfect sense to do it this episode, and it's something that I didn't even think of when they got paired at the start. And it's the fact that they had, like, Cass has had this experience with the leadership role and failing at the leadership role and leaving loads of people that you were in charge of down, you know? And having him be with Sam and talk to Sam about all this stuff is just great, you know, because Sam just experienced the exact same thing, and it's great that they connected these two storylines. Something that happened with Cass years and years ago. That I can't even remember what season it was. 8, 9, maybe 10. I can't remember. Excuse me. No, it wouldn't have been, sure. It would have been earlier than that. I don't know. It's been a while. But I loved it. I loved all of that stuff. I just loved that. I loved the Cass and Sam interactions. About the leadership stuff, and Cass kicked ass again. I love seeing a competent Cass, you know. I understand they have to underpower or depower Cass because he became a main character and he couldn't be just there to solve everything all the time, you know. Even though they could have thought of ways around it, but whatever, that don't matter. I love that he's actually competent this episode and kicked fucking ass, you know. It was great. It was great to see again, because it's been a while, honestly. This season has been... the earlier episodes, anyway, with Cass have been inconsistent with his power and his abilities, so it's good to see good utilization of them. Probably the funniest part of the episode was just when Cass telling Dean all about the sweater and everything and the stuff that Sam had gone through. That was just so good. It was just a teeny tiny nice little touch. A nice little bow on top for the episode for me. It was great. It's really great. My pen is wasting again for some reason, even though it shouldn't be. I feel like something is wrong there. Whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back in a few days with another reaction to Supernatural. You can like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. We have some social media links and a website address down below in the description. You can check them out as well. And we'll see you next time. Later.
So I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.